Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Darkest Dungeons. So last episode, we unlocked the Survivalist, which unlocks the Survivalist, which trains camping skills, and the Sanitarium, which is very important. It can remove negative quirks, reinforce positive quirks so you can't lose them, and treat diseases. So the first thing I want to do is go into the blacksmith and upgrade this blacksmith, the armorsmith, a little bit. And then go into the sanitarium and do the same to the treatment library. Next up, I have 3 Shieldbreakers. I probably don't need all 3, so let's get rid of the weakest one. This one. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Slumped shoulders, wild eyes.
Let's go treat Dismas for his stress.
No more good to us.
And then take a look at our stagecoach. So we've got another Occultist who sucks. Really? He gains wow, he is really, really bad. Definitely not hiring him. An Arbalist, a Musketeer, and alright, I don't know if I want any of them, sadly. So what I'm going to do is embark, and let's rearrange. Train up a new team. Mantel. Yeah, no, this team's fine. We're probably not going to take on the Necromancer with this group. We'll head somewhere more safe, like the Weald, maybe, and get that item for the leper. I'm gonna take a look to see if there's any other items that I want. No, that the Weald is fine. Alright, so before we go down there, let's go and treat Reynold for compulsiveness. I want to try to keep Dismas and Reynold intact the whole time. It's challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. Alright, let's go embark. Provision. Nope, we're going to the wrong one. Here we go. Provision. Or actually, before we even do that, let's see if we have the right skills. So, Juber. I might want you to have pull. And that's fine. I like that. Then Warsi, you have Impale. I'm curious if any of this... Yeah, these skills don't really level up all that much, so I'm not going to. Vitalis, I'm going to make sure that you also have Impale, though. Impaling is kind of fun. So let's get rid of Expose and go for Impale. And then likewise, Warsi, I will pay for your gear to be a little bit better. Same with you, Jubert. And Vavasaur, we'll give you Cry Havoc. So let's get rid of Club, because you'll never be in the front slot, and give you Cry Havoc. That looks good. And now we can embark. And I used up a lot of my money. I'm going to sell my Musketeer hat, and then let's give the Bleedstone to Vavasaur because he has bleed abilities, and then the wand to Jubert, and that's probably all we need to do. Provision them up. Oh, nope, wrong fight again. Alright, provision them up. And I will go with a slightly better than minimum buy. We'll just have kind of one of each item. And now we're in the Weald. Dark and gross.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves.
So we need to do 100% of the room battles, but obviously we're going to need to double back on ourselves a lot. Alright, so they're not particularly resistant to just base melee damage. That's good. So Hound Rush does bonus damage against marked, which is why I used marked. I don't really care who's in the front slot here.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Okay, so her compulsiveness forced her to open that crate, but that's fine.
Glittering gold.
This time.
Trinkets and baubles. Paid for.
Eventually that might backfire when it's a trap or something, but... Alright, so we can turn around once we hit this room battle. I might not. I might be interested to see what is in that curio. An old tree. Let's see. Old tree can be cleansed with antivenom. Which is really the only thing I didn't bring. If we don't, it's most likely loot anyway. So let's go ahead and open it. And that was worth it.
Could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
So we're going to want to focus on this Acolyte. She's dead.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Now these guys have slightly higher protection. Oh, but a big crit helps.
The ground quakes.
Now against high protection enemies, generally bleeding or blighting works well. And my Shieldbreakers have a blight ability. And my Houndmaster has a bleed ability, so let's go captivate the hell out of this second slot guy.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And curse him too, why not? Do less damage. Have less accuracy. And the fight is all but over now.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. A trifling victory, but a victory
a map.
nonetheless.
So there's definitely a room battle up that way. And then there's, of course, this room battle too. With no reward. Oh, a lot of stressors. At least they're surprised. I'm gonna go with the double impale method, probably. And the bleed everyone method. Pull one to the front. And impale again. Oh, man. Well, I tried. Alright, Vitalis is obviously getting bossed around a bit. So we're gonna have to heal her. I guess I should have focus fired on one of the Acolytes rather than spread out my damage hoping to kill both. But you live and learn. They're pulling him to the front. Come on, resist it. Ah, nope. Guess not. Well, two can play at that game. No, we can't. Never mind.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, fight's over. And we get a key for our troubles.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is slow and
Now, I know there's a trap here. Ah, but she wasn't able to disarm it, so she gains more stress, not loses stress. That's the very opposite effect that I was trying to go for. So she's a stress faster, which means she doesn't eat when she's stressed. So that's good, I guess. Beast Carcass, let's cleanse it with medicinal herbs. And a lot more food. Alright, turn back around. And now a lot of walking. A lot of double backing. Not all dungeons are perfectly linear. Like, sometimes you'll have a dungeon that is like, do all room battles, and there will be just 1 or 2 room battles, and they could be the 2 adjacent rooms to where you start, meaning you're like almost instantly done. And then sometimes it's like, you know, find 3 relics, and literally the last room you enter has the last relic you need. And it's a bit chance of which way you go and, you know,
Nature herself
how the dungeon's laid out,
to the spreading corruption
which is what a roguelike is.
with misintent.
Oh, nice. Now we're scouting the last areas. Empty and unknown. So there's definitely a battle in here. Rabies. Oh, good. They're surprised. I might be able to kill them all. So these types of enemies have a high chance to give you diseases. In my, in my experience, which is why. Oh, come on, double dodge. I hate you. I don't know. Just pull 1 for damage. So we're probably gonna get rabies here, almost certainly, because of a double dodge. Unless I can pull off a bunch of dodges too. Oh, no rabies yet. Oh, there we go. Rabies. Well, next time, maybe you'll actually hit instead of dodge. Or miss, rather. Even more rabies? Not yet. I hate these stupid little dogs. Come on, man. You've missed twice in a row. Although, rabies doesn't help with that. Once you contract it, it makes you miss more often. Oh, what gives? At this point, I'm just being trolled by the RNG. See, being trolled.
Body and brain.
At least it's a good heal. Alright. Nope. What do they have? Really high? Yeah, they do have kind of high dodge. That would explain the constant missing. Alright, so who is bleeding the most here?
Triumphant
You are.
pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
And we have a traveler's tent. Let's see. I don't think there's a way to clean it, and it usually has a map or loot, so... Valuables it is. Whoa, a lot of valuables.
With loot are often low on supplies.
So if I'm not done yet, it means this last room has a room battle. And here we go. A map of the last room. No surprise, room battle. Disarm. Thank you. That helps the stress a little bit.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
Now we have 2 battles left in this dungeon.
Clear.
Uh-oh. Well, that was dumb. Thanks, Compulsiveness, for blighting me. For 2 damage, for 6... Okay, that's a lot of damage. So I'll eat to make up for it. They're surprised, so there's a chance I can kill them all before this fight even starts. Yep, perfect.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, and the last room battle coming right up. So the remainder of my food, because I'm not going to have to eat it again, I'm just going to consume. It can be refunded, but I'd rather not anyone get seriously wounded in this fight. Alright, now's the time to murder off their acolytes so I don't get stressed. Vavasaur, I swear, I'm going to... Oh, and Jubert, both of you conspiring against me. Gonna have to lock them up in my sanitarium and tell my clinicians to use the cat o' nine tails on them. See, all those misses cause so much more stress. Let's go pull them in and kill them good. At this point, these enemies are best to debuff because they have high protection. So we'll do more damage by using damage over time, like Hound's Rush. So let's get some healing going. Ooh, nice big crit. Yay, a heal of 0. That's exactly what I wanted. So 3. Guess it didn't really matter. And I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. Kablop. Ah, I didn't snuff the torch out in time. That's on me. But we can. This is already unlocked, so let's pop it open. And complete.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle.
So here's what we got. 5 grand in treasure, and a bunch of crests, and a few busts, and 1 portrait. We also have Rabies. So Vitalis is more obsessed with material things, but mostly positive traits here. Although I'm not sure a melee trait for an occultist is useful. So the town crier mentions that I have a Flagellant that wants to join me. Deadly and Warrior of Light, pretty good, but yeah, maybe. I'll take a look at what's in my stagecoach. Another Vestal. Yeah, actually, this is a really nice Vestal. Damage if HP is above. Yeah, I like this Vestal a lot. So definite higher.
A sister of battle.
Let's take a look at the other ones. Sickly, Night Owl. Okay, that's not going to be that useful to me. Quick Draw and Scouting in Coves. Maybe. Stress Heal. Antsy. Antsy sucks. Vavasaur, you are probably... No, I'll keep you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the items on the ones that have items. I guess you can keep that. Let's treat some diseases. Let's get rid of the rabies. And then on Reynold, Tismas. Maybe misses the spot. I actually kind of like Risk Taker because that's a good negative trait. Alright, let's do misses the spot. They never really have dodges, so it just gives me extra damage as far as I'm concerned. And her starting skills are not backliner skills, but we'll have to deal with that. Alright, Mr. Leper, we did get you a leper item. So let's queue up a new attack. So we want Leper in the first slot. Put the healer in the last slot. I want to get rid of her Hylomania. Some of these traits are becoming cemented because I've left them. Calm is fine for him. Let's field him out in a fight. I really want to get rid of her compulsiveness. Maybe I will put Dismas in the field for a fight. Soul Train. Okay, sure, whatever that is. Leper healing received, that'd be nice. Let's see what else is there. More healing received. Maybe I'll head back into the Weald. Cove is a flagell. Nope. Alright. Yeah, leper healing received. Nice short. Now with this extra money, I'm going to upgrade Dismas, upgrade Mantel, upgrade Marriage, and Croc here can't be upgraded, but I will change her abilities over. So we're going to give her Dazzling Light and Judgment instead. She actually does some pretty decent damage, so she should have damaging abilities. That uses up a lot of my money. I'm going to go ahead and sell off this Blight Trinket for the Grave Robber, because I don't have a Grave Robber. And we were hoping to save up for the Sanitarium. Ooh, I should have already spent that. But what I'll do is I'll start increasing cell size so that we can treat 2 people at once. Alright, so let's go and embark. We're going to head... Maybe I'll head to the Warrens with my Soul Train. And I'm just going to do a very, very minimum buy here. Yep. That looks good. Get our hands dirty. So the Warrens is like vermin.
Quickly down there in the dark. But perhaps we can slay them even faster.
So we need to do all the room battles, and luckily for us, we have scouted, so we know exactly where we need to go initially.
A handsome reward.
But then also knowing where all the traps are allows us to... Ooh, we found a map. So here's a trap, for instance. Let's try to disarm it. And that lowers her stress. Perfect. So here's a room battle.
A blazing star is born.
Plague Grenade. They're pretty high in resisting plague, so I probably should have thought that one over a bit. But oh well. So their vomiting ability... Oh, at least we dodged it. Let's see. Pistol shot.
As the fiend falls,
Get rid of anyone that causes us stress.
blossoms.
And start swinging for the fences. Now, Noxious Blast is not going to help. Let's disorient. Or not. You know, or not. Whatever. What do I know, right?
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'd like to keep him chopping. Because my leper does a lot of damage. Oh, we're gonna get stunned. Donk. Oh well. And hopefully we can kill the Swine Slasher right now. Nope. Stun you? Yes. At least we got the stun off. Ooh, that hurts.
Unbalanced.
Alright, I've had enough of you.
Give them no quarter. Confidence.
And the fight is over.
Enemy crumbles.
Makeshift dining table. That does not look like it's all that edible. But alright, let's go cleanse it with herbs. And we'll gain all the food. Gain a whole bunch of food. Reset party order. And double back. Now, some of this extra food I might just wolf down on my Vestal, because she's taking bleed damage pretty heavily. Alright, so there's a trap here. Can you disarm it? Yes. That's nice and de-stressing. Pile of bones. Well, we can cleanse this with the holy water. That we didn't bring any. And if we don't, it's most likely not. It has a high chance to backfire on us, so I'm going to leave it alone. If I end up finding some holy water, maybe we go for it. Now, it looks like there's only 2 obstacles in this entire dungeon, so I can definitely use my shovels.
Surprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Here's a battle. Oh, a push, not a stress. I'm okay with this. Oh, it didn't even push us. Ha! Let's go and blight one. She's brink of death. I love when I resist the bleed. Oh, and dodge, even better. Let's take a moment to cast some judgment, which heals us. Ooh, that's a big old hit. Nice. I like when the fights go smoothly like that.
The way is lit.
So here's another battle.
Clear. We require all
Spiders.
strength to follow it.
Trying to plague the little plague spiders. That didn't work out that well. Despite the fact that they only have 20 light resist, it still didn't hit. And they're pissed at him, so they're... Ooh, grape shot. Look at that, they're all brink of death now. It's too bad I don't have a... Well, I can grape them again, I guess. I was hoping to kill both, but instead I killed neither. Oh my goodness. That did not work in my favor. The RNG was like, hey, guess what? Nope. Well, now they're all 1 hit point, but they all get free attacks on me, which is not cool. Because I missed and dodged. I'm gonna have the leper start healing. Ooh, double crit. Even more healing. Alright, come on, Dismas. Hit. Kill them all! Or none. You know, none, I guess. Spiders have decently high dodge, but I didn't expect them to constantly dodge everything. Guess I need to be more careful about the group shots. Just kill one at a time.
Cleansed from our lands.
Done. You live and learn. Okay, so this room is done.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Moonshine Barrel. It's probably blighted or loot. For us to cleanse it, we need herbs, which we have none. I'm going to try to trigger it anyway. And we get treasures. A lot more food out of it. Oops, I saw the trap, totally stepped on it.
Cruel machinations spring to life. With a
And that's on me.
purpose.
Okay, there's a battle right now. Please crit. Almost. Perfect.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
No turn for you. Seal the blight. And start shooting these carrion eaters. Or chopping them up. Man, my divine comfort has not been triggering in my favor. Alright, now I'm going to purge because I can't reach the dude in back, and purge will clear all the corpses. Not that it matters because... Oh, no, never mind. Still a fight. Now it's not a fight.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
So we know that the last room we have unexplored is a room battle because we're tasked to find all the room battles.
The flow of otherworldly corruption.
And I'm going to have to remember to snuff out my torch right at the end of this room battle.
As the light gains purchase,
Ooh, a madman.
are lifted.
So madman drives you insane. Let's try to disorient him and put him in the front. Oh, perfect. That'll be very easy to kill him now. I really don't like fighting madmen for that very reason, so hitting would be nice. They have really high dodge and they make you go crazy. But didn't dodge that time. They can keep vomiting on my leper. She don't care. She'll just use solemnity.
Obliterated.
I love when crits work like that. So Blight's not going to work that great against this group, so I'm going to disorient them instead. I'm probably going to get stunned. Nope, I resisted.
Back to the pit.
And one enemy left. Their toughest. Let's try to stun it. Might not work. Might resist. Oh, perfect. And dump the damage on. Snuff the torch out.
Darkness holds much worse than
I was hoping for that to be a hit, but oh well. The darker it is, the better our loot is. And now that we're at the end of the fight, there's not much of a threat to just snuff it out and make it harder. Except for all of my attacks are being, there we go, finally. Okay, so we find more stuff as a result.
wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Get a lot more loot this way. And I'm actually going to double back for some of these additional curios.
In radiance,
But so that we don't gain unnecessary stress while doubling back, I'll light up some of the torches. The torches are almost certainly cheaper to light up than what's worth in the curios. Unless the curios are empty. Ooh, stack of books. That's always a gamble. And it was a bad gamble. Alright, let's do this one last battle. There's one battle right here. And we can snuff the torch out again to gain benefit.
Well struck.
Alright, game. I see. You want this to turn into a real fight. I was just gonna mop the floor up with these guys, but clearly that is not in the cards. No, it shouldn't be that hard to kill these spiders.
Unforeseen.
Like, this one's dead next turn, and the two in front shouldn't be that hard. That was a nice strong hit, though. Quit missing. You're gonna get me killed. Double stun. Yikes. Uh-oh. Death's Door? Yep, Death's Door. It's the last fight in the dungeon, so it's not that much of a problem, but I just need to dump some healing on him. The Death's Door debuff will go away, and the amount of stress that I incurred from being on Death's Door is not that terrible. But quit trying to kill him.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire. Be gone, fiend.
And he's still stunned. That's obnoxious.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most
Snuff out the torch,
this place.
get some more stuff, and head back home.
Their squeals fade. Their confidence is shaken.
A lot of crests. Not so much other stuff, but crests are good. Stress if torch is above, that's not good. But I can always fix that in the sanitarium if I need to. And
A ray of sunlight.
all stress relief
A beacon of
is
good
more
and hope.
effective. And that's all the time I have, guys. So thank you all for tuning in. If you have any tricks, tips, or ideas for me about this series in particular, drop me a line. There were some tricks and tips that I've been reading that I'm going to find useful. So let me actually, if you're still in tune, most people tune out by now, but if you're still here, let's go over them. So a lot of the suggestions, like Danksta, mentioned a nice combo grouping for heroes using a Jester and a Leper, and Nikolay, Mad Zomber, and Kafafit E. Oh man, I'm not even sure how to pronounce your names. You all provided feedback, and I'll be reading them next episode. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you all next time. Adios.